the tomb's locations on your map, but we can't get in until we prove ourselves by completing the Legionnaire's trials. Hold on, I think... Yeah, the tomb of the Forge Rite is supposed to be nearby, according to Princess Sim, which your friend Faye would really like you to find, if possible. One down. Just 3 to go. They'll attack anyone who comes close. Those turrets are a serious threat. Take them out! Got their attention now! Another one. Had to make this difficult, didn't they? Should make the area safer for a while. There'll be more trouble if we don't secure the area. Oh, wait a moment. Zim's intel says this is where the tomb of the sharpshooter is supposed to be. It's one of the guardians you need to find for Faye's plan. I think you found the tomb of PART7 the sharpshooter.
You have passed the trial of Legionnaire Artinia, aspirant. Enter and greet the Guardian.
And the second Guardian has been greeted. Halfway there. That's the third tomb. Just one left. You know, I'll admit, I'm shocked that Princess Zim's info was any good. That's the last two. Faye wants a word. Hold on. Linking her in.
Good work. Come back to Fort Tarsis and we'll plan our next step. This is where it gets interesting.
According to Princess Zim, you might want to find it for Faye and her master plan.
Can't let you go unprepared.
Welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your Javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serena.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Koroks adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Koroks. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Koroks was on him hard and fast.
Okay.
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby Koroks.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget about that new stock we brought in.
I'll try not to.
You can always get a good deal at Uncle Vonnie's.
I'm so sorry. There's been an ambush. Your husband...
No, no. How can that be? He wasn't alone. There were enough people.
Scars ambushed the party. Help did arrive, but it was too late.
No. No.
I'm very sorry.
Hey, thanks for being here to help sort out this whole Javelin suit thing. This is her. This is who we're meeting.
Max.
Freelancer? Looking out for this troublemaker?
If it keeps her alive and the streets safe, absolutely.
Couldn't agree more. We're all here to keep the peace and live well, right? This speaks well for you, Rife.
Good. He can do the talking. Wait, you didn't piss her off at some point, did you?
Did I?
Not so far.
Perfect. This is already going really well.
Not so fast. Rife is on the hook for a suit, plain and simple. A card game is as good as a contract to these people.
Look, she tried to cut a deal. Not the suit, but something of equal value.
I heard that went badly.
There may have been some punching.
Bad choice?
Sexy bad choice.
What?
Not important. What needs to happen to fix this?
Easy. She works for me.
No way. I'm no regulator.
I'm not looking for a regulator. I need a freelancer I can trust. You do the work for me. Proper contracts, I assure you. And I make the more unpleasant regulators go away.
I'm not sure about all this.
If the contracts are legitimate, it might be a good deal.
A freelancer in a suit is worth far more than selling your suit for parts. I have things I need done, and I don't want sentinels in my business.
Crap. It does get me out of this mess and back in the field.
Sexy danger?
Yeah, okay. Sexy danger.
What?
Not important. You have a deal. I've greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrail's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready. You look exhausted. Are you getting enough sleep?
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or...?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
I couldn't do this without Owen.
Keep it up and they'll be talking about us all over Bastion. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs? Well, besides paperwork?
Remember that arcane vault job my buddies and I took?
How'd it go?
We fly out there and my cipher picks up the vault's location. But it's locked. My buddies and I split up to find the tuning points that will crack it. There's grabbits hopping around. Nice and quiet.
Those jobs are good too.
This isn't one of them. We popped the vault open, but we've attracted Wolven. No problem, we have what we came for. Just take off, right? My one buddy, his kid's sister loves that radio show about the crime-fighting Grabbit, Detective Hops Mysteries. He's going on that we can't let Hops die, what'll he tell the kid, and I can't say I'm not with him. Next thing I know, I'm booking it with a Grabbit in my arms while the other two are flying back to the Arcanist.
Do all your missions go like this?
Like what?
Oddly upbeat?
Sad story corner can wait for another day.
You took a risk.
Don't we all?
For some grabbits.
It's a point in our ledger either way. Speaking of which...
I'll leave you to it.
And connection established. It's strange doing this again.
Just like falling off a wall. You'll remember how it's done, no problem.
That's not what you're supposed to do with walls. Sending you the location now. Shall we? Owen, you want to link in on this?
No, you've heard what they say about ciphers. One's a party, two's a crowd.
That's not how that saying goes.
Oh, right, I'll just hit the amplifier then. We doing this mission or what? Where are we going?
The tomb of General Tarsis.
Wait, really? Tarsis herself? According to Zim, it is.
I'm hoping we find her javelin buried with her. The Javelin of Dawn. You know the story of General Tarsis in the mountain.
That's a children's tale. She fights a storm monster and steals his voice to make a sword.
Yes, but you have to admit, the Heart of Rage is a monster.
Fair point.
Getting close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsis fought was the cenotaph?
Honestly, I can't wait to find out. Picking up Dominion chatter in the area. Watch your back.
We're inside. Look at this place.
Great. I've got Halleck practically climbing my amplifier to watch.
You think this is really it? The General's tomb?
Let's find out.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these years doesn't mean it's empty. Scorpions. There must be a nest.
There won't be for long. Talk to me, Faye. How do I get this door open?
The control mechanism must be inside this room. Take another look around for me. That's the control for the lock. See what you can do with it. Wait, look at the wall. Do you see that carving? I think it matches the control. That's it.
You know, I think mourners would have gathered in this room. There should be an honored guard. At least 4 Lancers. Standing over there.
No one here now.
There's us. Do right by the General in there, Lancer. More scorpions? Damn it! Clean out these pests!
How many are nesting in here? All of them?
doors. The Legion sealed this place up tight.
Of course they did. They were protecting their leader's resting place. You should look around the room a bit. The clues we need might be nearby. The answer to the puzzle must be near the pedestals. Try searching around. Opening.
Nice work.
Faye? No sign of a javelin, but I think we just found General Tarsis.
They marked her grave with her signet. I'll answer to the end.
If that's really hers, you know what this means? It could open the Fortress of Dawn.
Faye, we have a complication.
He's a cipher projection, a strong one.
Hello again, Freelancer. Happy to see you.
What do you want?
Same as you. I want her javelin. The one that conquered the Heart of Rage.
Why? You a history buff?
Someone's got to inherit what she left behind. I deserve to carry on her legacy.
He's stalling. We can use that. Keep him talking while I break into Dominion communications.
You think you're the next General Tarsis? Oh, I had no idea the Dominion was that delusional.
We don't need to be enemies, Freelancer. You think I even give one damn about the Cenotaph or the Heart of Rage? All I want is the Anthem of Creation. Imagine all the good that we could do. We decide what's best for the world. The power of pure creation at our fingertips. More important than General Tarsis.
What happens to the people of Bastion matters more to me.
If they're so damn precious to you have them, just give me the Javelin of Dawn. One rusty old javelin in exchange for all those lives? That's generous, don't you think?
He's trying to trace your location. I'm picking up Dominion soldiers in the area.
No, there is no javelin. Get glitched. Faye?
Dominion forces are already in the tomb. Get out fast. You can't lose the signet.
alright. I can call the fort, but help will take time to arrive.
Nobody from Fort Tarsis will get here in time. We're on our own. How's it look, Faye?
The tomb is cleared, but there are more outside.
They don't give up, do they? Faye, when you said there were Dominion outside, did you mean all the Dominion?
Just run. You need to get out of there. Fast. You're in the clear, I think.
That was close. I'm getting really sick of that guy.
I'll admit, I didn't expect us to run into this much trouble. I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe scars.
That's the second time I've run into the Monitor. I think I'd actually prefer Nursix. I'm back. With the Signet even.
Good work. Let's get you inside.
What? I didn't think you were going to make it.
Get those brackets up to the cockpit and lock the control panel down.
Amplifier is secure.
Check the breakers.
Done. Got him when I came in.
Well, I guess you're good for something. Besides getting the Monitor on our trail.
Wait, seriously?
That's hilarious, mate, because... the cockpit is secure.
This job is hard enough without looking over our shoulders the whole time.
I'm not taking the blame for this. The Monitor was chasing you, not me.
And without us, you wouldn't have found the General's signet?
Admit it. You needed me. You still need me.
Need you. I don't need anyone.
Save it. We have more important things to discuss. The Monitor is after the Anthem.
Faye.
People think the Dominion are after the Cenotaph power, but the Cenotaph is nothing. The Anthem of Creation is everything. To control it is everything.
Okay, but what could he even do with it?
What could he do with the power of life and death, creation and destruction?
He would be a god.
Faye, even if the Anthem can do all that, it's not like there's a manual.
No one can control the Anthem. The Shapers couldn't. The Dominion can't.
Listen to me! He's heard it. I know he has. It's in his voice. I can just feel it. He won't stop. He'll never stop unless he figures it out. I know he won't.
Okay, you know what? One thing I think we can all agree on is it's getting pretty dangerous out there, right? And since Faye has the whole cipher thing under control, why don't I watch your backs from the field?
Owen.
What about this whole javelin here? Look, I can pilot this.
No. That's mine. Custom built. You couldn't even walk in it.
Bro, I could
No! You have no idea what the Heart of Rage can do to a person.
I'll be fine.
Really? Have you ever fought anything out there? Scars, a chimera.
I would learn along the way.
Owen, remember Princess Zim's? The disaster? You almost died.
At least let me try.
You are a cipher. Almost every cipher who's been near that storm has gone mad. We put you on a javelin and try to reach the Cenotaph. You'll get us all killed.
Now isn't the time for this.
Okay. Got it.
Well, crap.
I'll give him some time. He's got to learn for himself what he can and cannot do.
I suppose so.
Listen. You were right.
About what, exactly?
If I'm honest, I'm not ready to deal with the Dominion Lancers on my own.
Well, it's not like anybody would be ready for that.
We need you if we're gonna pull this off. So welcome aboard.
Alec, thanks.
I'll get the Strider moving.
Come see me when you're ready.
What's next? The Fortress of Dawn? You're always 10 steps ahead, Faye. Fill me in.
I can use the signet of General Tarsis to unseal the gate. Whatever she knew about the cenotaph must be inside, along with her javelin.
Will that old suit of armor really get us through the Heart of Rage?
It's our best shot.
What do you want me to do? Just stand in the corner and look pretty again?
Keep an eye out for the monitor.
And if he shows up?
No one can get inside the fortress but us. Whatever turns up, I'll make sure we're ready for it.
Good luck with that.
Owen, hey.
There's my... What are we up to today?
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Hi, Serena.
We've got some new stock you might like, but maybe you'll be more interested in my Tesselar adventure.
Okay, I'm interested. What happened with the Tesselar?
Okay, you know how Tessellars are super cute but can electrocute you, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I got a couple of freelancers to capture a baby Tesselar for me.
How'd you make that happen?
They owed my Uncle Vonnie a favor, but that's not the point. By the time I opened the cage door, it was dead. It was so sad and sweet, I had to give it a goodbye hug. But it was actually only sleeping, because it yawned, opened one eye, then zapped me.
Wow, what did that feel like?
Kind of like a static shock, times a billion.
Are you okay?
Sure. I mean, I still get the tingles, but my vision is clearing up, so it's all good. You know, you kind of remind me of a Tesselar.
I do?
Yeah, I think it's the way you walk. Hey, maybe check out our fancy compounds before you go.
Sure.
You know it's okay to drop in whenever you like, right? You know, for crafting stuff or whatever.
I was hoping you might stop by.
Why? You looking for information?
Not at the moment. I thought it would be nice to chat without an agenda.
All right, let's talk.
Did you know the corvus is a small, swift bird with black plumage?
Thanks for that. I'll remember it the next time I go bird watching.
My mistake. Here, I thought you were interested in corvus.
I've heard about Corvus, but you've never talked about yourself.
I understand. That's reasonable. Within Corvus, my title is Factor. I'm in charge of all agents near Fort Tarsis.
Why'd they choose you?
That's classified, but I can tell you I graduated top of my class.
Then why are you in Fort Tarsis?
I didn't want to be stuck in a soft job back in the capital. I chose this assignment.
How far will you go to defeat the Dominion?
That, I can't answer.
But you do expect me to be part of your solution.
Of course. You're an important weapon in our arsenal.
Thanks, Tassin. It's good to know I have a place in your arsenal.
You're welcome. Now you know a bit about me.
Yeah, a bit.
It's better than nothing.
Is it?
I actually told you more than I intended. You're good at questioning. I'll be in touch.
It's true. She went on and on about her.
Off somewhere. Check in when you can.
So, this monitor guy, he can do some spooky shit.
And he isn't going away.
Okay, since we're in this for real now, I gotta ask. You up for this? Going head to head with him?
I won't lie. I'm as ready as I can be. I think it's enough.
You think? You gotta absolutely believe.
And if I don't?
You die. Your javelin won't even work. Locks up. The mental connection to your suit is everything.
Have you ever had that problem?
Huh? Who says?
I haven't seen you fly.
Better question is, what about you? Back in the day, if one of my freelancers had any doubts, I took him off the mission.
It might have jeopardized everyone else.
Exactly. Can't have weak links in the chain. People get hurt.
Halleck, are we talking about me or you?
Careful.
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, don't be the weak link.
Hello. Good to see you.
You're in a good mood.
It seems I've become a bit of a celebrity. Word's getting round about us. About me and you, and Faye and Halleck, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, are you drunk?
Nope. Don't drink. Just reveling in my newfound,
Celebrity?
perspective. Even hope. Although I won't lie, I am enjoying the notoriety. Tarsis finally feels like home.
It's good to see you happy.
I've really grown to like the people here. They like me, and I like them.
So, you ready to settle down here?
In fact, I might be. Maybe after our mission. They say hearing the anthem changes a person. So if I do hear it, which I desperately hope to, who knows what the future holds? Faye heard it. Did she change?
If being in the Heart of Rage changed her, I think it was more about casualties than hearing the anthem.
Ah, yes. The cipher with a heart of gold.
I will say she seems driven to hear it again.
Yes. A kind of desperate yearning. I'm jealous, if I admit it.
Of Faye?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Owen, you were right there when we found the tomb, and you'll be there when we beat the Monitor. We're a team, okay?
We really are a team. You mean that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Things are awkward right now, but we'll figure it out.
So, be patient. You do know who you're talking to. Ah, never mind. It's all good. Onward.
Good. Seriously, it'll all work out.
Yeah, sure it will.
You know, I'm not looking to replace you. I never would have looked for Faye and Halleck if we didn't need them.
It's circumstances.
Exactly.
And you have to grab those because they may never come again. No, I get it. Thank you.
This is a big deal for us, saving our people from the Dominion.
The Monitor. He's a powerful guy and terrifying.
Impressive cipher.
Who is his own Lancer, by the way?
I've been waiting for you to mention that.
Haha, you do know me so well.
Faye, are you busy?
Arden Varsa wrote that the Legion of Dawn unleashed the voice of the heavens. He had to mean the anthem.
I'll take that as a yes.
No, you're a welcome distraction. That's the great thing about being a cipher. I can worry about thousands of things simultaneously at speeds no ordinary person could hope to attain.
If you want a distraction, I've got a couple card tricks I've been working on.
Still trying the one where you change an ace into a general?
I'll get it. Eventually.
You said that 2 years ago.
Yes, but remembering it has now taken your mind off our mission.
All right, that's fair.
Why is the inventor of javelin armor worrying you right now?
Not personally. At the moment, anyway. It's the monitor. I can't stop thinking about the many, many bad outcomes if he gets the Anthem.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you see him doing with it?
He could change the world.
That's kind of vague.
Imagine you woke up tomorrow as a Dominion Lancer, and you always had been.
The monitor could do that.
The Anthem could. This isn't good to think about. Maybe we should continue this later.
Okay, Freelancer, we have a situation.
What's going on?
Contract came in from some nervous arcanists. They uncovered a cache of Shaper relics. Such things are valuable to the wrong sort of people.
And they're out there alone? Why didn't they ask for protection before?
Maybe they heard about a Freelancer selling arcanists to the Scars.
Diggs and his outlaws. Damn that guy.
He's growing bold. More and more contracts compromised. People are talking. Bad talking. And now this. These relics. They could do some real damage in the wrong hands.
Understood.
Ah, Freelancer. You have time?
Sure. What's going on?
Your work is having an effect. People come by. Some speak their thanks.
Something else on your mind?
When I was a young man, strong, oh so handsome, very skilled Freelancer. Good heart, but selfish, arrogant. Everybody knew me, and I knew everything.
Really?
Oh yes, very handsome. I got a message one day. Outlaws making trouble for people out in the jungle.
Sure, just routine, right?
Just routine. I go, I fight. After, I notice one of them is only wounded. He spat and cursed me, but I could see fear in his eyes.
What did you do?
What would you have done?
Walked away. He wasn't a threat anymore. My first responsibility is to make sure the people were safe.
That is exactly your responsibility. Which is why you are wrong.
What?
I walked away, like you said. I knew best, right? Show mercy. But he saw my mercy as an insult. He hunted me for years.
But he didn't find you?
No. Somewhere out in the jungle. I don't know where. He found Freelancer Garnet. He killed my friend. Worst part, the bastard left me a message at the fort. Wrote it out plain.
Yarrow.
He found the way to hurt me after all. All this, my fault.
No way. You're not responsible.
I left the outlaw alive. I am alive. Garnet is gone.
Hard to see the good in that.
Not hard. My arrogance was thinking I could afford mercy. Mercy doesn't keep the people safe. After that, the people could count on me. Now, they must count on you. You hear me?
I hear you. So, you caught him, right? The outlaw?
No. He died before I could hear Garnet's story.
Working hard out there.
How much money does a bard make anyway?
Okay, so, Arcanists have discovered some Shaper fragments.
And we're assuming Diggs will make a play for them.
Very likely, selling fragments is big business. Scars, other outlaw groups, maybe even the Dominion pay for them.
Not this time.
Just up here.
Not getting any radio chatter. Nothing.
I don't like this.
Got some outlaws scratching around.
Take care of them first.
Way ahead of you. Place is pretty torn up.
We're always one step behind these outlaws. We must change that.
Looks like we bought ourselves some time. Hello? Anybody here? A lot of Shaper stuff around here. No wonder the Arcanists were interested.
Search the camp. Maybe we find out what happened.
A few pages of a journal here.
Something, at least. Keep looking.
More journal pages. Drawings, notes, that kind of thing.
But nothing to tell what happened.
Wait. An unsent distress signal.
Let's hear it.
Under attack! Heading into the tunnels. Close it all down once we're inside. It's all we can do. No, leave it. Take the resonators. Move!
They're headed for the Shaper tunnels.
On my way. They picked one hell of an escape plan.
No choice. Their fate with the Outlaws was being captured and sold or worse. Let's hope they can close those Shaper doors like they said. Careful now. We don't know what Shaper nonsense is in here.
He said stay here. Just me. After the door back there closed, I'm good staying put. Yeah, can't trust any of this Shaper stuff.
The last of the Outlaws.
I don't see any Arcanists. Well, that's good. Make sure we leave no threat behind. You hear me?
I hear you.
No sign of Diggs yet.
Not so far.
He would stand out in all of this.
Stand your ground!
Never seen so many outlaws. What's the deal?
Diggs must be getting popular, adding to his ranks. We have to...
Stop him. I know.
Use the pillars. Stay moving.
I think that's all of them for now.
Agreed. Now, get moving. We need to find those Arcanists. Okay, Echoes. We know what to do here. There we go. We need a few more. Quickly now. The Outlaws were trapped when the Arcanists sealed up this place. This is a little good, and a little bad.
What's all this?
Looks like those Arcanists found ways to slow down the outlaws. This is very good. I mean, be careful. Traps could kill you too.
Yeah, I got that. This is it. I have to be behind this door. I hope they got here ahead of the outlaws.
Locking this place down bought the Arcanists some time.
Yeah. Okay, let's get this figured out.
We've got the Shaper thing to solve. Let's get that done.
On it. Glad we got here before the outlaws figure this out.
That's done it. Let's see if our resourceful friends are in here.
Stop! Wait, no, you're a freelancer. I'm so relieved to see you. I'm Arcanist Elson. All of us, we don't know how to thank you. I must tell you, we couldn't gather all the Shaper fragments. Some were taken.
We'll deal with that later.
Hey, over there! We're not alone! Let's get them!
Hang on. We've got more outlaws incoming.
Got it. Elson, wait here. Opening the doors, let all the bad guys in.
Of course, we won't move. Got ourselves company. We got a mark. Go! This place is ours.
Outlaws are far more organized than they were in my day. They've grown too powerful.
The outlaws aren't giving up.
Dix must really be pushing them.
Diggs is losing people here. All for a couple of fragments? I don't get it.
He must have made a deal with someone.
They need to stop shooting me out of the air.
You need to stop being shot.
That's all of us.
I've got help on the way for those Arcanists. But you heard, Elson. Some of the Shaper fragments are missing.
That's not good.
Not good at all, my friend. Come back. We'll talk about what to do next.
Let's make sure you're in top shape.
So you impressed yet? The tomb of General Tarsis, making our own Javelin of Dawn?
You and Faye are a good team.
See what you miss when you leave the family?
I'm betting it was more Faye than you.
The brains, maybe, but someone had to keep the Strider going, defend us in the wilds.
Does that mean you're still flying a Javelin?
Well, as soon as I get my suit in shape. Just needs a little more work.
Oh, so...
Can't rush these things. What, do you think General Tarsis charged into battle without checking her equipment?
Good point. Thought maybe your leg was acting up.
That? This agreement with a giant aneurysm over who was dinner. He snapped my knee, I boiled him with butter. This an inspection?
Believe it or not, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Now you sound like Faye. I'll tell you what I told her. Old Halleck has some dings, but I'm a freelancer to my grave.
Legion of Dawn to the core?
You know it. If General Tarsis could fight a chimera for 3 days on a mountaintop in a lightning storm, I can manage a creaky knee.
Later, Halleck. Faye, how's it going?
Thank goodness you're here. I've been arguing with an Anthem cipher for what seems like all of time.
Is there some kind of trouble in the capital?
Not unless a rash of bad taste counts. They think the Crimson Lancer is a better series than Dawn Guard.
Radio shows. Those fights must be brutal.
Honor is at stake.
So, you're a Dawn Guard fan?
It's objectively better. Crimson Lancer is a lot of Mylan's propaganda. Don't tell Halleck I said that.
He won't find out from me, even on pain of death.
Thanks. You wouldn't believe how emotional he gets over that show. When they killed off his favorite character, he moped about it for weeks.
Hey, don't give away anything. I'm not current on either one.
Really? You should catch up. On Dawn Guard, at least. I have all the tapes sent from Anthem. Every episode that's been broadcast for the last 7 years. You can skip the first season. The Curse of Stonetide episode in season 2 is really where things start.
This is a side of you I didn't know existed.
Nobody can spend every second of every day working.
Sure, but your hobby is listening to radio shows about other people doing our jobs.
All right then. What do you do for fun?
Nothing. Unless you count eating and sleeping.
Nobody counts that. And you've succeeded in making me sad. You know that's not healthy, right? Everybody needs a break now and then.
Yeah, maybe once the Dominion are out of the picture, I'll learn an instrument or something?
Right. Just getting sadder. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. Have you met the chronicler yet? She's prickly. Proceed with caution.